You mentioned the Utah way. We have obviously our federal delegation. We have predominantly Republican legislature. Talk to me about what the Utah way means to you.
To me, it means the way we used to do things. I mean, we had a really welcoming state to refugees, to immigrants. I think, because of the influence of the church, because of the good people that are here. And unfortunately, in the last few years, I've been in the legislature for going on 4 years now, and I think even before that, you started to see some of the more extreme rhetoric really getting fired up, and people pointing fingers and casting blame at entire communities. And it's not about.
Same with you guys, reporting on these guys and giving these airtime. Sorry. These people hate the American homeless. They'll put these people that aren't even from here in front of me and keep me from getting a place to live, a job, anything, and I have to compete with these scum. You hate American homeless people. You hate poor people. You guys are the biggest hypocrites in the world. And for covering them in trash.
We love you too!
Yeah, you hate us. You hate us.
Have a good day! Bye! Have a good day! Have a wonderful day! Bye!
Okay.
Obviously, people have very strong opinions when it comes to immigration.
They do.
What if we know you're running for Congress? What would be your platform, your message in the state of Utah as it pertains to immigration rights?
So, one thing I've said on day one, we have, as members of Congress, would have the authority to go out and investigate the ICE facilities to see that people that are being held there are being treated humanely. And so I think that's one thing that I would advocate for. That is not a long-term policy solution. We need to open up real pathways for folks that are here and that are trying to do it the right way, so they can come out of the shadows, so they can come to this office and complete their process and become lawful residents, citizens, whatever that might be. I think that is the goal. It's been really unfortunate to see that the parties can't come together and do something, because we know how much of a positive influence immigrants have in our communities, whether it's economic, whether it's just adding value to our communities. It's absolutely critical. We're a nation built of immigrants, built on immigrants, and we need to keep that going, and we need to find ways to eliminate these caps on refugees, on some of these other programs that Trump has been cracking down on. Those provide refuge to people that are persecuted across the world, and that is absolutely not okay. That's, I think, we hear about the term American exceptionalism in the past, and to me that's what that was being the place that people came for refuge, that they could find a home away from where they came from, where they were being persecuted, where they were victims of crime, because we have the rule of law here, and this is overturning the rule of law. This is saying, if you're trying to follow the law, we're still going to come after you, and that's not right.
And I have to just address what he just said. This idea that immigrants are taking jobs. What's your response to that?
Yeah, we know that they are big-time net contributors to our community. I mean, we see that people love to talk about how they are taking, our healthcare costs and driving them up. We know they don't take those resources. They're just getting the basic minimum there. They're paying taxes into our society, and in a way that definitely brings more in than it expends to those folks. So I think it's just not backed up by the data. It's an easy thing to say. It's an easy boogeyman to put out there, but it doesn't hold up when you actually look at the contributions of immigrants versus what benefits they are receiving. It is very difficult for these people to access SNAP and Medicaid and the Affordable Care Act and these other resources that folks here in the U.S. do have access to, and I think we need to make the barrier the barrier lower for everyone. I would like to see it lower for folks who are here trying to do the right thing, whether they're homeless, whether they are immigrants. We can provide for those folks. We just need to look at who is benefiting and try to help. I'm trying to think about the best way to say that. We need to think about who's paying into the system, make sure that we have a system that people can trust, so that when we are allocating those resources, people feel like they're being used in a way that's positive. And I think generally that is what we see. We saw some fraud in Minnesota recently, and it's been really disgusting to see the demonization of that entire community of Somalians. And I think that plays into some of the rhetoric you see here when things like that happen. So we need to make sure we have systems in place that can provide these benefits benefits for everyone and make sure that that everyone's getting what they need out of this country. And I think we can provide for everyone if we frame things in a way that's a little bit more open and friendly.